Hello there, and welcome to the Daily Ramble, episode 3. Are you excited, Dario?
I am excited.
Episode 3.
Are you excited?
Of course I am, of course. Because you know, all good things are free.
So we will stop after this episode?
Yeah, this is the last episode of the podcast.
Woohoo!
Nice! Finally, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's been getting annoying going to Dario's house every single week.
Well, yeah, thank you for driving here every time we record. I actually want to say thank you about that. Thanks.
Thank you for doing anything else, but it's okay.
That's alright, you will pay me.
Yeah,
I will bill you.
I will pay you.
I hope so.
You can give me the bill later. It's okay.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah. So, Dario, how are you? Tell me.
Actually,
What's
fine.
been happening last week?
Not much, just work. Well, actually been a stressful week. Had like every evening going something on, but was good. Went back to soccer practice. So sadly no news for Dario's injury segment, but it went well. How are you?
I'm also doing good. It's been a tough weekend. Yesterday something horrible happened to me.
What happened?
So okay, it's horrible. It sounds so dumb. I was in my bathroom, and
did you drip
again? What?
Did you drip again? Like fell over?
No, that's you.
Oh yeah, right. No, continue.
Okay, I wanted to wash my hands, and then I was reaching for the soap dispenser, and I pushed like on the button on top, and I kid you not, the soap, I don't know why, it splashed, and it splashed so hard it flew directly into my eye.
No way.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I'm for real. It
How?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
It splashed so hard it flew directly into my eye.
But did you,
it burned like hell. It
both or just one eye?
Obviously just one eye. My right eye, like straight into my eye. I don't know how this even can happen. Like I think this never happened to anybody else. I think I'm pretty certain.
No one will believe you this story.
Yeah.
Did you tell your parents?
Yeah, they heard me scream because it really hurt.
What did they say?
They were like, "What the fuck is going on?" Then they like
Did they
came look
believe it?
after me because I was like trying to wash my eye, with water,
Yeah.
because it was really hurtful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because it was burning like hell. And then like we're coming up to my room and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing? I was like, the fucking soap. But yeah.
So your face was like covered with all this white soap.
No, just my eye.
All right.
Yeah, just my eye.
But
I got cummed on by the
did you
by the soap
wash
dispenser.
your hands before you touched your eye, or did you directly touch your eye? Because if you did that, then more soap would get into your eye.
That's a good point, yeah.
Maybe it was just water, and then you touched.
No,
your eye.
it wasn't water. It wasn't. I tell you, it flew directly into my eye. It's so stupid.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
sounds stupid to be honest.
Yeah, shit happens, I guess.
I guess we can change the Dario's injury segment to our injuries,
Our injuries, yeah.
because you're likely to injure yourself too in ways like that.
I think the biggest threat to me is actually myself.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
one,
with
no one
you
will
it's
hurt
obvious.
me as much as I do hurt myself.
With you, it's obvious. But yeah.
Well, actually, I have a fun story about an eye fail as well. You know, since I wear glasses,
Yeah.
I have to wear contact lenses for sports and stuff and like that.
Mhm.
And when I had them new, it was like I wasn't used to take them out and stuff like that or put them in. So one time after practice, I'm not sure if it was karate or soccer, but I wanted to take them out. So I tried left eye, I took them out like straight. No, it wasn't a challenge, or yeah. And then on the right eye, I tried, but it felt like it didn't come off. So you know when you have to take out your contact lenses, you like open your eye with 2 fingers,
Yeah.
and then with a third finger you will just go touch the contact lens on your eye, so it comes off.
Yeah.
So what I had to do is like touch my eye, and later on I found out like the first time I tried take it out, it fell out, but I didn't notice. I haven't noticed it because I thought like it slipped away. It's just somewhere else my eye, and I was there touching my eyeball for like 5 minutes. And
God.
you know, that's nothing that happens just to me. That happens to a lot who has this issue with contact lenses. But my eye just hurt after that because it was so dry, and I kept on touching it until I saw my contact lens on the ground. I was like, yeah, how can I be that stupid? That was hurtful too.
Yeah, I can imagine that happens to a lot of people, actually. So, I mean, we're spreading awareness to victims of
don't touch
contact
your eye.
lens abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
You know, fun story. I listened to other podcasts. There was one podcast they like mentioned this woman which went to the doctor because her eye hurt as well, and then the doctor looked in her eye and he took out of the left eye 27 contact lenses. She had in one eye 27. I don't know how is that possible because you can't put, or I can't put two in one eye.
Yeah, but like don't they like disappear? Like
no.
If they can like slip under your eyeball.
That can
right?
happen.
Yeah.
But she had still that happened once to me.
Yeah.
It ain't great. It isn't a great feeling. You actually feel it when it's like when you watch forward and it's like under the eyeball on the top of your eye. You feel that. It's not like there's nothing and one is painful because it's like when you close your eye the contact lens can't go up because it's like too small or the contact lens is too thick. So when you have 27 of those, you will just like, I would scream out of pain, to be honest.
Yeah, like, how come like you go to like the doctor, like, and you don't even like mention to them that it's like 27 like contact lenses?
She didn't know.
How can you not know that?
I don't know.
How's that possible?
I mean, even if the contact lens only stayed on the eye, her vision would be like horrible. Like, imagine you see 20 times as good as you see now. You wouldn't see anything. Everything would be like a big blur. I don't know how she doesn't get that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, that's stupid. Like, how's this even possible?
I don't know, but
let me guess where she was from.
Yeah, you will guess it right.
She eventually from the US?
Yeah, United States of America.
Damn.
So yeah.
America.
We from the United States of America, or the US Americans, a lot of time lost in the last episode of the podcast.
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
Yeah, we're sorry. And
because we're so sorry about it, we'll do it again.
Yeah, we will continue with two stories, which I will present to you.
Okay. Okay. And it's gonna be my honest reaction to it.
Yeah. So, story one.
Yeah, tell me.
You know Kinder, the chocolate factory?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know that Kinder Surprise eggs are banned in the most places of the US?
I know, because it's gambling.
No. What?
Isn't it gambling?
No.
Considered gambling?
Why would it be gambling?
Because you don't know what you're gonna get.
No, gambling is only when you pay for something and you don't know if you get something. As soon as you get something, it doesn't matter what, it isn't gambling.
But the loot box is also considered gambling in some states.
No, because you get something anyway.
Yeah, because you get something, but it's considered gambling in some
it
states.
Isn't. It's like it isn't under the gambling law. Gambling is only if there's an option that you don't get anything. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I drove myself into myself again.
We love the dad jokes.
But
nice.
That isn't the reason. The reason is...
Okay, tell me.
The reason given is that it's not logical for a toy to be inside a meal. And some children have eaten the whole surprise egg and choked on the toy. You know, what I don't understand of it is, you know when you have like this surprise egg in your hand and you move it a bit, you will notice it's hollow, like, because of the sound.
Yeah.
So then logical thinking, you will like break up the sweet to check what it's inside before like choking the whole thing down your throat.
And also, there's this, I don't know, like when I was younger and I always had a surprise egg after lunch.
Yeah.
So I know my surprise eggs. And But like, isn't it?
You know, you're surprised. Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Isn't there in there like this yellow, almost ball? Like
Yeah,
egg?
this wall. It's
like how
it's
can you choke on that?
It's like the yellow from the egg.
Yeah, it's
Supposed to be that.
yeah.
Well, it's possible. You know, considering I'm thinking back, or I still like them. I still eat them, but it ain't that big. I could swallow one of those, to be honest.
But you're a grown up.
You
And
know,
as a child, your mouth isn't that big, I guess.
considering that you could like Hot Wheels, you remember them?
Yeah.
You could choke on one of those, and I think that's the problem. A child can't swallow them. So if I would swallow them, it would hurt, but I think I would survive it. And I guess a child wouldn't swallow it; it would like choke on it, so it like die because it can't breathe anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's
Makes
something.
sense.
I mean, like in every other, even in Canada, which are their neighbors, and Mexico,
Yeah.
it's allowed everywhere because the children there are smart enough, or not. It's not smart enough. It's more like they're aware that when you shake it, you hear it's hollow, so they will look inside. But why America? Why it's only this country?
I guess because... No, that doesn't even make sense. I was gonna, like... My point was that the Kinder, like, company was sued. Because, I guess some kid choked and, like, maybe the parent sued them. Because but, like, that wasn't... Like, that's no reasoning, because... Why does it affect the law?
For that, I haven't found any sue against Kinder, or I have found sues against
Yeah.
Kinder, but not because of this case. Maybe there was, but still, why would it only be America, not Switzerland? Of course, we in Switzerland have a different law system,
Yeah.
but still, why has it always to be there?
I
I mean, why isn't banned? So, because it's banned, I think they haven't like learned from the experience. They still would choke on it,
Yeah.
which is pretty stupid.
Like, isn't... I mean, a fortune cookie, you know, like the Chinese fortune cookies with a message inside of them.
To be honest, I don't.
Why are they not banned? I mean...
Because you can't choke on paper. If you swallow it, you swallow it. Bad. Like what should happen?
Can it like maybe cut your throat?
I was thinking about that. I don't think paper is strong. It will bleed, but I don't think it's strong enough to kill you. Maybe it is, but I think it's like fortune cookie are more common in the whole world than Kinder Surprise eggs. And to be honest, I think when you're in a Chinese restaurant, like, have you been once you were in Canada? Have you been to a Chinese restaurant?
I've been.
Did you get a fortune cookie?
I don't think so, actually.
I've been in America a couple of times, or once, twice, and we went to a Chinese restaurant, got these fortune cookies,
Yeah.
and my parents didn't eat them. I tried to. It's not like in Switzerland. We have them here in some restaurants as well. We can actually eat them here. I don't know if the most eat there, but it's not really like a cookie. It's more like
it's really
it's-
hard and
yeah,
very...
like-
I've tried it here, yeah.
So I don't know if it's maybe they don't eat it there because it's not really made to eat.
It's
I don't
made
know.
to eat. I think it's also kind of delicious. I like them.
I like it too, but it's just like it feels like my teeth fell out after I bit in it. It's like really hard.
I like when things are hard.
Woo!
Oh,
So
okay.
from dad
okay.
jokes to like premature jokes, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, of course.
But you want to continue to the next story, or you want to say something about your eggs?
No, I'm fine actually.
You're
No info about my ex. No
Good
comment.
to know. Well, next story.
Yeah.
Also, our favorite country, United States of America.
Yes.
And I actually like that, because for me personally, it kind of represents this state. I will read it, and I want you to guess the state where it happened, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. A man threw a boomerang one day, and the boomerang...
Florida.
No.
Shit.
Why? I don't want to know, to be honest. Why Florida? They don't...
Because it's always the Florida man that does something very stupid.
it isn't this time.
And because like a boomerang is something so exotic, I thought like maybe.
No.
Okay.
But exotic.
Go on.
And threw a boomerang, and the boomerang does what a boomerang does and comes back.
Yeah.
So the boomerang comes back and hits the man which threw the boomerang at the head. So the man gets injured, like a head injury.
Yeah.
We are not the dumb ways to die, so he survived.
Yeah.
But the man then sued himself for the assault.
Oh.
And he actually won against himself in front of the court, and he received from his insurance company $2 million US, like for the damages he had to pay, deal with the assault. He sued himself. And
Big brain time.
I
Big brain.
I don't know. I mean,
I would like to know, like, how did that, like, go down in court? Was he like...
he was like, I think his like, how do you say, his insurance company, he...
yeah, maybe.
Maybe he paid a lot of money, like monthly, that he's insured well. So
Yeah.
for every possible scenario.
Yeah.
So back to the game. Where do you guess where does this man come from? And to be honest, I really think it kind of represents this state.
I mean, I would have guessed Florida.
Yeah,
That's still my guess.
No, guess another. It won't be Alabama either.
Okay. Is it Ohio?
Why Ohio?
Because everybody makes fun of Ohio.
No, think about more like that exotic thing you said before.
Is it Texas?
Yeah, it's Texas.
Okay, then I would have expected it to be a gun.
Well, well, I don't know what he was trying to hit. Maybe someone else with the boomerang. So
No, I guess he knew exactly what he was doing, that man.
I don't think it was.
You have to plan this out. Like, why else would you, like, come up with the idea to sue yourself?
Maybe just in, like, reaction, but I don't know. It's like, I threw a boomerang as well, and he never came back.
Really?
Well, I was a kid. I don't know. The chances are high that I threw it wrong.
I also tried to make a boomerang myself as a child.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out.
I can
It just,
print
like...
one.
I threw it and it just, like, landed on the ground.
Maybe you threw it wrong.
I guess so.
We can try it. I can print one after the podcast episode. For all the people at home, I have a 3D printer at home. It's amazing.
I like... Dario... Can I just, like, go on a rant about, like, every stupid thing Dario has? He has a gay lightsaber.
You take that back.
His lightsaber turns gay. It has a pride function.
Well, that isn't gay. I think that's something you should be proud on.
Yeah, it is really cool. I like it. I want to wield it, but still, I think it's very funny.
It is funny, but I'm a
That he has a
huge Star
pride.
Wars fan.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, the function, that it has a gay function is very
I don't
cool.
know. Would you mind stop calling it gay?
Pride,
Thank you.
the pride sword.
You know, the thing is, I know you're not like you don't have anything against the people which are homosexual, but it sounds so negative when you say it has a gay function. It sounds really negative. You have to now you hear it, you have to say it, right?
No, I mean,
Well,
is it?
To clarify it, I also have an Iron Man helm which
Yeah.
opens on my commands, and this is cool. Or you want to rant about that as well?
Yeah, that would have been the next thing I would have said.
You know,
Also, he has a...
to explain it to our like listeners,
Yeah.
I'm like a child in a grown-up body with the access to grown-up money, and that's not a good combo.
Yeah. It
I go
actually
into a
isn't.
store and buy every toy I see.
You should see his room. It's, like, so crowded. There's a big-ass Lego Star Destroyer
Yeah,
on the floor in a like, glass box.
yeah. The Millennium Falcon is my table, my
Yeah,
TV
it's
table,
under
that's
his
cool.
table.
I don't want to flex
I-
you, but
I-
once I am like how do you say calculated what the worth of my room is,
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the podcast. It's actually a huge number.
I can imagine.
I don't want to flex, but it's like I was surprised by myself how stupid I can be.
I can imagine. But, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with... I think the Lego Star Destroyer is very cool. But, like, it's on the floor.
But it's
It's
cool.
on the floor.
It's cool.
It's behind his door, which is even worse.
But if to be honest, I have a cool room. Maybe it's way too much inside of my room, but technically I would have a cool
Yeah.
bedroom.
It would need to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
That would be a very cool bedroom.
it would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be.
But yeah, let's say we continue. You have something prepared for the podcast?
I also have something prepared because, like, we were talking about new segments as well, and Dario brought up the idea of a versus segment.
Yeah, like a 1v1.
a 1v1. And so I prepared something, or I'm just gonna present you with a concept
Yeah.
that I've heard in different podcasts as well. But I think it's a very good topic. So, Dario, who would win in a 1v1?
Me.
A grizzly bear or a polar bear?
Grizzly.
Why?
Polar are not used to like fight other bears, while grizzly are more around other predators, while a polar bear, the biggest predators are like sea dogs. I don't know how you call it. Seals.
Seals, yeah.
Yeah, seals, and maybe like orcas.
Mhm.
Well, no, for a polar bear, the orca isn't a predator.
But like a grizzly cannot fight an orca.
Yeah, and polar bear neither. But a grizzly bear can fight other bears, and maybe a grizzly bear can be in the forest. They can fight like a jaguar or stuff like that.
Would it win though?
Sorry?
Would it win?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Grizzly bears really fast. Have you seen one in Canada?
No, I haven't.
I've seen a couple, and they're like huge and fast. It was like it. The closest thing I stand to a grizzly bear was like 1 meter, not more.
Did you pet it?
I beat him up like bad. No, I didn't. It was like I was afraid. He was afraid. It was like no wrong moves. We're cool. I walked away. And I think even grizzly bears are larger than a polar bear. 100%.
I think polar bears are pretty big too. To be honest, I mean,
I think that's like an illusion because their fell is way big. It's way thicker than the one of a grizzly bear.
So?
Because it has to be. They live in like they have like
that's
minus
true.
degrees.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What would you say?
Obviously. I don't know. I just know grizzly bears have really big claws.
Yeah.
And that's kind of scary to me. But also, polar bears are really cool too. I like them.
Yeah, I like them too, but
They're
that doesn't
very
make
good.
them a predator. I like my cat, and she's the predator either. So what's the point?
I mean, they're both huge.
That's
They're both
true.
intimidating.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I've never encountered either of them. But they seem pretty scary. So I don't know. I would need to see a match. That's something I want to see. Even though they're both endangered, put them in a cage. They should fight.
We will call Greenpeace and tell them about our idea, how they see it. Maybe they will do it. Do you remember? I don't know why. I remember like this old show of like robot against robot, or where they made like a gorilla roboter and like a crocodile roboter and fight against each other.
What? Was that a show?
Well, I guess it was on YouTube.
It was the fake.
Or maybe it even was against animals, could be too as well. I have to like.
I just know like those small like
yeah,
robots.
but they were cool. I wanted
They're
to do
very,
that.
very fast when it's like going around the other one.
But back to the topic about the grizzly bear.
Yeah.
I know from my host mother when I was in Canada.
Yeah.
She told me like that grizzly bears are like the most dangerous one. So.
The most dangerous one?
Or like, that's what she told me.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But like, there's no polar bears there. So how could she know?
Well, I think polar bears are not like meant to fight. They're like, what do they eat? Seals. Yeah, fight a seal. I guess it's an easy win for polar bear. But a grizzly bear has like, I don't know why, but I think they're stronger.
Okay, I just looked up like what's the size of a grizzly bear.
And
the adult male average is 200 to 300 kilograms, which is 400 to 600 pounds.
Yeah, and the polar bear?
And, okay, let me see. Polar bear size. That's, okay, I've got to say this is pretty big for a...
bear? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But also, damn. The largest polar bear male can weigh in excess of 1,700 pounds. This is
it is the weight.
Wow,
that's huge too. I have to admit, but I still think it's because of the temperatures. They have to wait more to, like, stay warm.
Yeah, they have a lot more fat, so maybe the claws of the grizzly bear cannot penetrate like his flesh. He had like a natural like
Yeah, but I still
shielding.
think, I don't know. I mean, I think it would be like a draw.
You think so?
Well, wait. Where is the fight? I think if it's
In the desert.
grizzly win,
Yeah. Okay.
because
Obviously.
the polar bear would would die because of the heat. But if it would be in the like Antarctic, and
Yeah.
then polar bear wins.
Yeah,
so
that's true. And guess it.
we should do
It
that.
should be in
space.
Canada.
No, why?
In space?
That's the home of the grizzly bear.
But it's like neutral ground, I would say.
Well, I think grizzly bears are used to the cold as well.
Yeah. And like it's not like too warm for a polar bear.
Well, yeah. I don't know. We will fly to Canada, take a polar bear, a grizzly bear, and then
Yeah, we take them hostage and let them fight each other.
we won't do that. No, please,
Yeah,
please.
we will.
No,
Yeah, we will.
we're joking around.
No.
It was my idea.
No. No.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, continue.
Yeah. Okay, so you think it would be a draw?
Well, yeah, or the grizzly bear. You're with the polar bear?
I just like polar bears.
Yeah, I like them
Maybe
too.
it's that.
Do you have another one we want prepared?
No, that's the only one I've prepared.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, okay. You told me since last week I was going on a rant
Yeah.
about church and the church tax,
Yeah.
and you also had a rant.
You have one now because of the things which happened yesterday. And yeah,
Okay,
well,
what happened?
okay, now, like
The Oscars?
Will Smith, no, it has nothing to do. Yeah, they were yesterday. Did you watch them?
No, I didn't. Like, why should I watch
I
that?
just know the one from Kings of Queens won the Oscar for Best Actor, but I don't know his name anymore.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
He's
thanks.
not from King of Queens.
Yes, he is.
Did he play? That's Kevin James. I mean, you're thinking of Kevin James. Brendan Fraser is from The Mummy.
From there?
The Mummy.
But they look similar, don't they? Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
kind of. I mean, he was like in a big makeup, in a big like
Yeah, but
bodysuit.
yeah, that's true. Have
Yeah.
you watched Kings of Queens?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
You have to watch it.
Is it good?
Well, I don't know if it's good today but I've watched it when I was in my childhood, and I just loved it.
Okay. I've heard great things about it.
It is great.
Anyway, continue with
Yeah.
your rant.
Well, my rant is about the restaurant I went to yesterday with my family, my
Mhm.
grandparents, and my godfather.
Yeah.
To be clarified, I know the restaurant business isn't easy in the moment. Like they had a hard time over COVID, like the most did, and they have a big shortage, even in Switzerland especially,
Yeah.
a big shortage of like skill stuff, and they don't have an easy time. I completely understand that.
We acknowledge the restaurant workers and we love them.
Yeah, but there's a but
Mm-hmm.
to start my rant. Like already 2 weeks ago, we went to the same restaurant and with the same people, like family, grandparents, godfather, because it was my mother's birthday. And then there was like, not everything went well. Most orders were taken like incorrectly, and the waiter wasn't really friendly either. And actually, we all said we didn't want to go again in certain,
Yeah.
but my grandfather, I don't know why, decided to go there again on his birthday. So we went there yesterday since it was his birthday.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, I won't tell him, but
Okay.
good effort. So we went there again, and yeah, it was even worse than the first time. For
Why?
example, I've wrote it down, and more
Oh my
orders,
god.
more orders were taken wrong.
Uh-huh.
Like, at least for each person, like 2 orders were taken wrong,
Yeah.
drinks and food. And you know, when you do that, that's all right. You just apologize, say sorry, you will do it better, and go to the kitchen. This waiter didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
He was like discussing with us or arguing with us about the orders which were taken wrong, even we said what we wanted, then my girlfriend and my brother had to explain to the waiter multiple times what we actually wanted until he got it what we wanted. And he didn't say sorry or anything. He rolled his eyes, breathed like and went back to the kitchen. And the table behind us had the same problem. There was one dude had his order was taken wrong. Everyone started eating besides him. Half an hour later, his food arrives. Me too. Everyone started eating except for my grandparents and myself, obviously, because our orders were taken wrong. We waited a half an hour until the things showed up.
Yeah.
And now it's the thing. My girlfriend is vegetarian. I used to be one, and on the menu, there was saying it for vegan options, please ask the staff or the waiter. They will give you alternative options. Yeah. So she did that. Yeah. The waiter came up. He told her 2 options which were supposed to be vegan, but one, if the first option, the main dish was with cheese, and in the second option, the sides and the sauce wasn't vegan either. And to top it off, he said vegetarian and vegan is similar or is the same. He said vegan and vegetarian is the same, and something like that makes me kind of angry. I don't know why, but come on, man, you work in the restaurant business, you should know the difference between vegetarian and vegan. It isn't the same. And to be a nerd now, or be theoretically, cheese isn't vegetarian, because they take something from the calf of the stomach to put it in the cheese. Not every cheese, but most cheeses. Put it into the cheese. So it isn't even vegetarian. It has kind of a meat in it. Yeah. So it's kind of rude to say this option is vegan when it's not even vegetarian. And like I said, when you work in a restaurant, you should know that.
Yeah, you should know that.
And I don't want to drop the name of the restaurant.
No, you shouldn't.
I actually liked it there. Yeah. It was before COVID. There was a change of the owner, and I think a lot of restaurants have the problem with COVID and everything, which is completely understandable. But if you do a mistake, apologize. Mistakes are human. Everyone gets that. Everyone makes mistakes. Just say sorry and do it better. Don't have to roll your eyes on, or be those kind of rude even.
I mean, he was just living the Sigma grind set.
No.
Stupid vegetarian comes into his restaurant.
We stop with the Andrew Tate jokes. No more Andrew Tate.
That's not an Andrew Tate joke.
He made it up to hold Alpha Sigma stuff, didn't he?
But it's still funny. I mean, these are some of the best memes, in my opinion.
Well, the thing is, I think it's funny.
If you look at it as a joke, it's very funny.
It's funny as long you think it's hilarious. As soon as you start he's right. Yeah, it's not funny. It's just sorry to excuse my language, but everyone who thinks Andrew Tate is such a great man has right. Please, fuck yourself. I don't know. I think he's one of the dumbest men alive.
There you can see a clear better man.
When it makes you feel better, I love to be a better, but please just shut up.
No.
Fuck you.
This waiter is living the Sigma grind set because
of course.
Dumb vegetarian comes into the restaurant and wants something without meat. But Sigmas only eat meat.
Just to clarify,
this is all a joke.
My girlfriend, which is a vegetarian, is behind us. And I used to be one. I'm considering to be one again, maybe even a vegan, because I don't know, I just don't need it anymore. So, like Luca said at the start, this is our last episode.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
You'll never hear from us again.
Yeah, because Luca doesn't want to continue the podcast with a beta. Yeah. He wants to do it with another Sigma, so Andrew Tate called him up. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. You're throwing me in the same pot as this bitch. Douchebag. But anyway. I hope you enjoyed this episode of...
Well just sorry. And we will end the episode with the joke from Luca. With the Andrew Tate joke, please. The one you did last time.
I hope you enjoyed our Alpha? No, Sigma podcast.
No, Alpha. You said Alpha.
No, we're at Sigma now. No.
Is it better?
Yeah, Sigma's way better.
All right. Yeah, we're Sigmas.
Yeah.
Omega's on the way as well.
No, shut up. That's not a thing.
That was a dad joke.
Nah, it's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Omega isn't Omega like the generation to which is born nowadays?
No, that's Alpha.
All right.
Yeah.
Mix it up.
Yes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of us rambling about stupid things again.
Yeah. We overtook a little bit. We're sorry for that,
Yeah.
but I hope you still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thank you for
Thank
the
you for
views we
listening.
got.
Yeah, we're really happy to see how the channel is doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
For us, it's good.
for us, we're amazed by that. Like, it's amazing.
So
And I
thank
hope you
you.
enjoyed this episode too.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.